Mukbang, a mukbangin', mukbang, a mukbangin', mukbang. Are we hangin'? We bang, are we bangin'? Ooh, man. We are having the viral Publix salad, but we made ours at home. Doesn't that look delicious? This is the hot honey chicken salad. Yummers! Who's had this salad from Publix? Let me know in the comments. And we're drinking raspberry lemonade flavored water. Yummy, delicious. Who wants a yummy bite? What's up, Yummy Biters? Welcome back to another episode of Yummybitestv. Y'all already see this big salad. Y'all, it looks so good. It smells so delicious. We're drinking raspberry lemonade flavored water today. Yes, yeah. That is delicious. Let's pray. Amen. Who is ready for this mother flipping mukbang? All right, y'all. So we are having a homemade Publix salad. Okay, we made ours at home. This is their hot honey chicken salad. And yeah, I wasn't gonna go buy no salad. Okay, knowing I can make it at home. Rate my plate from 1 to 10 for the mother flipping win. Absolutely. I'm gonna list what's in my salad, but I have ranch, homemade buttermilk ranch. Oh my goodness. The egg. I got cilantro in here, y'all. Have y'all ever tried the one at Publix? Let me know. Mmm. I am literally speechless. This is packed full of flavor. Mmm. Mmm. This is delicious. Mmm. Wow. Who is it? Who is that? Somebody order something? I don't see nobody. What, did you order something? Move, baby. Move. Is this what you've been waiting on? Stocking the door. This is mine. Sorry. Look at my necklace. Close the door, Jaden. All right, let's resume. Yeah, I had to answer that good old door. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Mm-mm. This is too good. Mmm. Mmm. If you haven't had a salad lately, I encourage you to go get one. Make one, I mean. Mmm. 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 Y'all. So I saw this salad. Everybody was posting this salad from Publix. And I'm like, girl, I want to try it, but I'm not going to Publix to get it. And I don't even know if we have a Publix down here, y'all. And if we do, we probably only have one. And it's probably somewhere downtown somewhere. And ain't nobody got time. Okay, I got some chicken. And my tea in the front. What do we have to talk about? Hold on. Because I do not want to forget. That's right. Somebody just messaged me. P.S. The haters keep the algorithm going. Keep doing what you're doing. We love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Did y'all hear that that voicemail or that conversation, that recorded conversation, allegedly, that Donald Trump was having with somebody, y'all? I can't remember who they said it was. But he was saying, F Marjorie Taylor, if I go down, I'm bringing everybody down with me. Y'all, it was AI. I was like, people are doing really dangerous stuff with AI. So I guess this is what everybody's been talking about as to how people are going to use AI for, you know, for bad. But yeah, come to find out, because I was gonna let y'all hear it and everything. Come to find out, it wasn't even him, y'all. It was fake. It was AI. Okay, so did y'all see Cardi B? Cardi B was performing somewhere, y'all, and Offset came and crashed her set, bringing her flowers, talking about, I love you, babe. And y'all, Cardi was not having it. I was shocked. I was shocked. She didn't even touch the flowers. I think she's done. Finally. Because he tried one of his old tricks. Because I remember him doing that before. Don't y'all remember Offset going on stage with a bouquet of flowers? And who told him to do that? He made himself look so stupid. And I bet you he was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I don't care if I get embarrassed. I'm just going to do it. Honey, and that's exactly what happened. Cardi didn't even hug him, honey. I'm pretty sure she was up there calling him all kind of N-words. And and you better get the F off my stage. I can't believe you did this. I would never interrupt your work. I'm pretty sure she said that. Because who freaking does that? Like, and then who let him? Okay? Because who may be getting fired? Okay? Because I'm pretty sure they know better than that. But they probably was like, well, that's Cardi's husband and the child and the, you know, father to her kids, you know. Yeah, so yeah, I wonder if I could let y'all look at this.
Oh shit! Hey, I want to tell you I'm sorry, bro. In person, in front of the world, I love you. Whatever I gotta do,
Weak. And all he gonna do is get back with her and cheat on her again. Cause first of all, doesn't he have a girlfriend? Like, doesn't he? This girl done had a whole baby by another man, and he on stage making himself look stupid. He, like, when Cardi got pregnant, that's when he should have been done. Period. That's when he should have been done. Absolutely not. I'm not gonna go and have a baby by another man and then think everything is all good to get back with my ex? No. That ain't gonna be nothing but problems, okay? Nothing but problems. With the baby, like, He's not gonna change. I'm sorry. Some men can. You know, some men might mess up and learn their lesson for real. But Offset, girl, if she ever trusts him again, I don't know what's wrong with her. You know, but she might want to make it, you know, work for the kids. But it seems like they doing good. All that time she was trying to work it out, she crying on the internet. He just doing whatever he want. Like, what? You don't get sick of that. And she got sick of it. And I'm so glad she did. This is so good. I don't know what it is about salad. Do y'all know where cinnamon comes from? I thought this was so freaking interesting. So apparently, cinnamon comes from a tree, branches, y'all. Branches that you're supposed to take the outer layer off of the branch or whatever branch you pick. Take the outer layer off and then you cut it. And y'all, those are the cinnamon sticks. You just let them sit out and dry. And they turn into, like they roll and curl up. Just like how you buy them at the grocery store. And you have cinnamon sticks, y'all. I was shocked. Like, what? I did not know. And then he shows you how you, and then like when they dry out like that, then you, I guess you put them in a blender and make cinnamon, powdered cinnamon, y'all. Look at this.
This tree right behind me is actually where cinnamon comes from. So today we're gonna harvest some. Over the past year,
and you know he lives in Florida.
A lot, so it's time to trim it. After trimming the tree, I was left with quite a few good-sized branches.
They got all the good fruit trees and all
just the dried
everything.
Out inner bark from the cinnamon tree. So if you look closely, you can actually see that there's a dark ring around the branch. To get to that inner bark, the first thing you want to do is go ahead and use a vegetable peeler to remove the outer bark. After that, if I'm using a larger log like this one right here that has a branch coming off the side, I like to make a cut all the way around it. That way I know where to stop for my cinnamon stick. And then I just make a cut from the top to the bottom. After that, I like to give it a good tap all the way around because this helps to loosen that inner bark. After that's done, I go back to that center line that I cut earlier and carefully use my knife to peel off the inner bark layer. The larger the branch is, the easier it is to get it all off in one piece. Then I just go ahead and lay all the bark out on a cookie sheet so that it can dry overnight. The next morning, after it's dried out, you can see that it curls up and becomes the cinnamon sticks that we know and love. Then for any of the smaller or broken cinnamon sticks, what I like to do is roughly chop them. That way they fit inside of a coffee grinder and then grind them to make ground cinnamon.
Oh, a coffee grinder.
Once that's done, it should look something like this. Then you can go ahead and sift it, and just like that, we have cinnamon sticks and ground cinnamon straight from the garden.
Right from the tree, y'all. I had no clue that's how cinnamon was made. I didn't know. Y'all let me know if y'all knew that. Okay, I think this is an update about the lady who, hold up. The Portia situation and her flight, y'all. Did y'all hear about Portia and this Delta flight that she took? And the white woman who accused her of assaulting her, y'all, and everybody that was on that plane was asking Portia, was she okay? Because that lady was crazy, and y'all, the lady is suing her. Let me let y'all hear each side of those stories, okay? They interviewed Portia when she got off the plane, and they interviewed that lady, okay? Listen to this.
The lady who was sitting next to me, I was on my phone, and the volume was up on the phone. And
she was on her phone.
Turned to me out of nowhere, and she said, "So you're gonna make me listen to that the whole flight?" And I said, "Well, do you want to?" And she said, "No." And I said,
listen to what?
"Am I gonna make her listen to my phone?"
Oh.
Yeah. So I said, "This is before we took off." Yes, even before we took off.
So you guys were in Las Vegas when that happened?
Yes. Yeah.
The plane was on the ground?
Yes.
The door was shut? Okay.
No, the door wasn't shut. People were still boarding.
People were still boarding?
Oh, okay. Texting me. Okay, I couldn't tell. Okay. So she was like, are you gonna make me listen to that the whole time? I said, well, do you want to? And she said, no. I said, well, that was a nicer way to say that. And she said, bitch, you don't tell me bitch. And I was like, are you okay? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just telling him what happened.
You were using your phone, it was loud.
Yes.
And she complained about the loud.
Yes, she asked me, thank you so much. She, so the Instagram was on, and she told me, am I gonna have to listen to that? And I said, well, do you want to? And she said, no. I said, okay. And then I said, well, it was a nicer way you could have said that, And then she says, what, bitch? She's like, bitch, you don't talk to me. And I was like, are you okay? From that point on, she said, who the do you think you are? And so I said, oh, no. I said, y'all need to get her out of here. Please get her away from me. And so then when she, she tried to take her phone record, and she drops her phone on the floor. She's like, you hit me. Oh my God, you hit me. You just hit me in my face.
The lady drops her phone on the floor and says that when she had repeated the story, she said that Portia slapped the phone out of her hand. And everybody said that she did not slap this lady at all. None of that happened. Y'all, and I'm just thinking about the whole thing, and I'm like, somebody could have set her up to sue her for money. And I'm like, when did she get a lot of money? Because doesn't her ex-husband have to pay her some millions, right? I don't know. It could be a setup, y'all. Like, just think about it. I'm not saying nobody did anything, but it seems set up-ish for this lady just out of nowhere to be that mad at her. And she didn't even do anything. She did nothing, y'all. It just seemed like it's set up, and it just came out of nowhere. She was minding her business. Now, she could have put on headphones, what everybody was saying. She could have put on some headphones and not been playing Instagram loud in first class, okay? But she didn't want to. Did she pay for first class? Couldn't she? But just, okay, courtesy. She could have put on some headphones, and she didn't. Okay, whatever. Like, that's not that serious. Let me see if they talk to the lady on this.
Oh my God,
same
I'm
one.
pressing charges. I want you to be in jail. And I'm like, what's happening? So the stewardess
So her
comes
phone dropped on the floor. You didn't slap the phone from her hands?
No.
Okay.
So then the steward comes over, and then the steward says to her, says to me, because I say, get your ugly ass out of here, because then I'm upset. Then the stewardess says to me, you're an adult. You're an adult. You can't be cursing like that. No, and I said, why are you chastising me? Like, this woman is the one going crazy. So then they end up making her move to the next chair with the guy. But she was irate, so they were trying to hold her because she didn't want to move. It's like she wanted to move but didn't want to move. So as you can see, they had to hold her.
She was at the window, or she was at the air?
So she was in the row. She
was in there.
So that's Portia's story. And now we're going to listen to the other lady's story, y'all. The difference.
Like a 5 for one.
Portia's Delta flight. What? Girl, why are they spelling it wrong? There we go.
So the lady,
Here, is this the lady right here? Here she go.
Okay. I was sitting in my seat. She was the last passenger to come on board. So when she came on board, she said, I'm in that seat. I said, no problem. I jumped up, got far away from her so she had plenty of room. She had put stuff in the upstairs thing. I understand that. Took plenty of time. Sit back down. We never spoke other than that. And after about 25 minutes of her on Instagram, full blast.
She was mad.
Every time she would flip, because apparently it was from a loud place, I jumped because it was so loud. And so I waited 25 minutes, give her time, let her do whatever she needed to do. And then I said, am I going to have to listen to that the whole time? And she said, do you like it? And I said, no. And she said, well, I don't like the way you asked me. I said, don't put this on me. And the next thing I know, there was a fingernail so close to my eye that I thought I was going to be physically attacked. She had her, I don't want to do it to you, sir. She had her hands in my face, screaming, calling me crazy. On and on and on. So now, the flight attendants can't come help me because they're strapped in for this takeoff. My phone is sitting against my leg on my lap. So I take it to video to try and protect myself. And as soon as I go like this, she takes her hand and goes like that and throws my phone. And everybody sees the phone go down the end of the whole airplane. And the flight attendant told.
And everybody who saw that and saw that encounter says Portia did not touch it. She dropped her phone. That's what happened. And that's what Portia said. She dropped her phone. And lied and said Portia slapped it out of her hand.
He saw her knock it out of my hand. And that's assault. And
So
I'm 70 years old.
So she actually knocked the phone off your hand?
You're damn right she did.
Okay.
I didn't drop it.
Alright. Alright.
So here's what I'm afraid of.
You damn right she did. I didn't drop it. Now you know she lying. Because he didn't say nothing about her drop. Did he? Wait a minute, let's see.
She did.
Okay.
I didn't drop it. He saw her knock it out of my hand. And that's assault. And I'm 70 years old.
So she actually knocked the phone off your hand?
You're damn right she did.
Okay.
I didn't drop it.
Alright.
You see, he didn't say nothing about dropping the phone. She lying. Okay? She just told on herself with saying, I didn't drop it. Of course you dropped it. Okay? Of course you did. She said you dropped it and then you just mentioned it. Come on. She dropped the freaking phone and she lying. And I heard that she has filed a lawsuit on Portia, y'all, allegedly. I heard she has filed a literal lawsuit. What other updates, y'all? Because I be forgetting sometimes. The DoorDash lady who filmed that guy that told her to leave the freaking food at the door. And she filmed him because he was laying on his couch half naked, something like that. Anyway, why did they arrest her the other day? Now, I don't know if she got out the same day or whatever, but she was arrested. It was literally on the news, y'all. Oh, that was loud. Hold on. DoorDash lady arrested.
On October 12th,
That's how I knew it was
DoorDash
true.
customer requested that their order be left at their front door.
This is
When I
from
arrived at their front
TMZ.
door,
Wait a minute.
their front door was wide open.
This TMZ.
Their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me.
A DoorDash driver who filmed and posted a naked customer and claimed sexual assault has been arrested on felony charges. Livy Rose Henderson posted the TikTok claiming that she was sexually assaulted while delivering food. She claims she went to this customer's house to drop off his order, and upon arriving,
most
he was
bizarre
nude
story I
on the
ever
couch,
heard.
exposing himself and asleep. She posted the blurred footage on TikTok, but it's since been taken down. Her story has been challenged by Ring camera footage that shows that the customer did not invite her into the home, determining that he was not intentionally exposing himself. Police believe she illegally entered the home and recorded him. She was arrested on November 10th on 2 Class E felonies. unlawful surveillance in the second degree, and dissemination of an unlawful surveillance image in the first degree.
On October 12, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested...
I bet you wasn't expecting that. Girl.
their order be left at their front door.
So, there that is. What else, y'all? Y'all already know that things is going down in the government. I mean, y'all, all these conversations are coming out that were recorded, and just all the corruption, y'all, it is insane what is literally going on right now. I can't even keep up. I can't.
What do you think of this reversal? I mean, after months of fighting? Well, the Speaker, the Attorney General,
Listen to this.
the FBI Director, the President, and the Vice President, this
Thomas
is all
Massey.
this time and embarrassment, frankly, for our own party, if they'd just done the right thing 4 months ago.
Do you believe him, Congressman? I mean, for weeks he's been pushing against this. Now he said he supports it. Do you not?
He's only supporting it because the President told him to support it.
No,
That's what Mike Johnson does.
No, I'm talking about do by President Trump saying that he wants the House to pass this resolution.
Well, I'm concerned that
Listen to
now
this.
he's opening a flurry of investigations, and I believe they may be trying to use those investigations as the predicate for not releasing the files. And that's my concern.
You think they'll try to block it?
Well, they will. I'm afraid they're going to try to use a provision of the law that allows you not to release these materials if they're the subject of an ongoing investigation and would harm, and the release of which would harm the ongoing investigation.
So what do you think?
It's pretty simple. For 4 months, he thought the best thing for him was to keep the files secret, and somebody convinced him that the best thing for him was to release the files. And if they're serious about it, they should release them right now.
Boom.
It's that simple.
Why do you think he is working so hard not to get them released for so many months? What do you think the real reason is?
These files implicate billionaires and friends of him and of his
Donors.
Political donors that he's trying to protect. And Epstein also had close ties to our own intelligence agencies and Israel's intelligence agencies. That's why there's so much effort in trying to stop this. And I do believe they'll try to stop it somewhere else. And that's going to...
So y'all, they gonna rig it somehow. There's always a loophole to something. Like, and then y'all, I feel like if they do come out, I feel like they're gonna be altered. I wouldn't even trust them. You know, like, so I don't even understand like why people are so gung-ho to look at these freaking files. They see how much people want them. Of course they're gonna change them, allegedly, and redact. You know what I'm saying? Certain donors, and because y'all heard him, it's a Democrat thing, because y'all are gonna make it that way. Because I feel like everybody's in there. Everybody's in there. Democrat, celebrity, freaking Republican, everybody's in there. It doesn't even matter what your party is. It doesn't freaking matter. Girl. Anyway. Let me see if there are any comments. All right, y'all. Hold on. Oh, now, they had one of these survivors, right, from the Epstein case. She did an interview. And I'm like, I didn't know they liked black girls. She was black. Or she looked like she was mixed. This girl right here. Or this woman.
Did you...
Her name is Charlene Rochard.
travel to Mar-a-Lago?
Yes, I did.
And how did you arrive at Mar-a-Lago? How did you end up going to Mar-a-Lago? Did he send you there? Were you told to go there? How did that happen?
That's what I be wanting to know.
There were a lot of model parties at
That's
the
what it
Mar-a-Lago. Different people would set them up, different magazines, and the limo would come and you'd jump in the limo and you'd go.
And Jeffrey Epstein or someone who worked for him would tell you to go there?
No, it was just a place where something was held, a party was held, and people would go to different events.
This is about so much more than one person, Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell or Donald Trump. But because Donald Trump is a person who, of course, owns Mar-a-Lago, I just have to ask if you think he was aware of that arrangement.
I don't know if he was aware. Actually, I can't answer that. I'm sorry.
You were in your teens. And I think this is important for people to understand that people were in their teens and were young, and you were a young model, and you were.
So basically, they were going to those parties. Those, like she said, the agency was set them up. So they must be involved too. They are involved too, allegedly, huh? If they're setting it up, that means that somebody had to contact the modeling agency to be like, look, I need some girls. So yeah, y'all know that was a thing. Where they have these different parties. Didn't what's his name, Playboy Hugh Hefner, didn't he have like those types of parties too? Yeah, sure did. Anyway, they probably didn't even know what they was in for. Probably didn't. What else, y'all?
So what happened?
Y'all, this is disgusting. Trigger warning, okay? Trigger warning. There is a lady that made a video on TikTok, y'all. This was from 2024, but it is still relevant. Hello. This lady got on the internet and literally, I don't know if she was doing this for rage bait or if this was for real or not, but she said she changes her pad once when she's on her period. Once a week. I'm gonna let y'all hear her say it.
This is the reason I only change my pad once a week. A lot of people change their pads every hour or whenever they go to the bathroom, and honestly, I think it's a waste of money because pads are super expensive and they should be free. But this is why I only change my pad once a week, because I keep this long, thick-ass pad. It holds so much that I don't need to change it at all. I don't need to change it. It's one of those extra heavy overnight pads, and they absorb everything. Like they have good absorption. Absorption.
Girl, it ain't that good.
This is the reason I only change my pad once a week. A lot of people change their pad.
She is crazy. That is crazy. I mean, the infections, the smell. I know she ain't got no man. Because, oh my gosh, I know he could smell her coming. Seriously. Like, you have got to be kidding me. That is disgusting. You could get all kinds of infections and just bacteria, just having it sit on there. Like, how can she even let it sit like that? Like, if that doesn't bother you. Like, what about when you take a bath? Girl, do you take a bath while you're on your period? Do you take a bath? Because that is some crazy work. To take a shower and put that pad back on? What? Y'all. That's crazy. Anyway, y'all gotta go. I gotta go. This was the best salad I think I ever had in my entire life. It, like, what? It was so good. I would rate this a 300 million out of 10, y'all. 300 million out of 10 for the mother flipping win. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Okay? Follow me on the family vlog channel. Follow me on my cooking channel at Cooking Keto with the Yummy Bites. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you did, please do what? Thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. For everyday videos. Everyday videos. Hey, hey, and I will see you guys on tomorrow. Peace. Y'all come back now. Yeah. Bye, y'all. Love y'all.